So hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be teaching you how you can make at least $500 or more from Fiverr every single week. It is very possible. I have done it before, as you can see. I can even check through to my PayPal, and I would like you to see that this is really genuine, very genuine. It's money that I have made, and it's very possible. So stick around, stay tuned, and I want to show you what you can expect from this video and what you're going to learn. So before I start this video, I'd like to remind you to like, comment. In case you have any question, you can leave a question below in the comment section. And remember to subscribe in case you find this helpful. I'm going to be dropping these similar videos every single time. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe. So what can you expect from this video? It's going to be a step-by-step kind of video, but also kind of a tutorial. And I would like to introduce you to Fiverr. I would like you to know how you can get started, how you can make your gig stand out, and I'm going to be giving out a bonus within this video. So if you watch it to the end, you will not miss this particular bonus. It's going to be 2 free gigs that you can start even today without any experience at all. I would also like to let you know that you will learn how you promote your gig or gigs in case you do 2 or more, and how you're able to get repeat customers, because with Fiverr, repeat customers, that's where the money is. Also, I would like to give you another bonus, and this bonus, I would like you to know how you'll be able to get your first customers, which is very important because many people have gigs on Fiverr, but they don't even know how to get their first orders. Finally, I would throw in a few tips for you there, plus the bonus that I'm talking about of some of the things that people don't tell you about Fiverr. People just talk about Fiverr, but they don't tell you the secrets about Fiverr. What makes Fiverr Fiverr, what you should be careful about, what can even get you banned from Fiverr. So stay tuned. Let's get into how to get started with Fiverr. So how do we get started with Fiverr? It is important to understand what Fiverr is before even we delve into what Fiverr does, how you can make money from Fiverr. It's important for us to know what is Fiverr. So Fiverr originally was set up as a platform where freelancers can come through. They offer their services, and people who can afford at least $5 would pay for those services. And these services are mainly digital services. For example, logos, graphics, media, digital marketing, proofreading, editing, name it, anything. It was originally for $5. But however, with time, professionals came on board, people were qualified, and Fiverr brought them on board to make sure the platform is more authentic and legitimate. So now prices range from 5 upwards to even $1,000 or even more for a single service. So that's basically what Fiverr is. And I would like to show you how you can join. It's very simple, straightforward, and it is free, very free. So you go over here on the top here where you see join, and click on join. So there are 3 options. You can join with Facebook, Google, or with Apple, or preferably with your email. So whatever works for you. I prefer Google. So when you click on Google, they will allow you to authorize Fiverr to use your Google account as your login account for Fiverr. So you can use that. I'm not going to log in because Fiverr doesn't allow you to log into multiple accounts. So you can only have one account, otherwise you'll get banned. So I can't do that now, but you do that, then you get into Fiverr. I'm going to allow you to do that too. Then when you get into Fiverr, I'm going to show you the back end of what Fiverr looks like and how you can set it up and get started right now. Alright, so assuming that your account has now been created, it will look something like this. As you see up here, it will say your account has been created. I've just done this for demo purposes, but I don't use this account anyway. So on the top right hand corner, you have the different tabs that you will be engaging with. Up here you have the different categories of the nature of tasks that you can do. Don't worry, as I said, I'm going to be giving out a bonus of at least 2 gigs that you can start even today, and you'll be making money as soon as you start promoting them. So the different categories, and you can do a lot of stuff that you might be experienced or not even experienced in anyway. So it's a lot of stuff. So don't worry. It can look overwhelming right now, but it's straightforward. It's very brief. So your profile looks something like this. See, you see, it says profile dashboard, manage requests, posts, become a seller, blah 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 blah. So what we're going to be using predominantly is the become a seller section, but not yet now. For now, we're just going to set up a profile, because your profile is what speaks about you. When the client sees your service, they want to see who are you, they want to understand you, they want to relate with you and know who you are. So it's important you set up a profile, most importantly, which looks very professional, because people would like to deal with someone they trust. So how your profile, comes off, sends either the wrong or the right message. So let's click on profile, and so these are abstract details, because I'm using a VPN, and because I don't want them to see me where I'm coming from anyway. So first things first, you need to fill in your details. Right now, you're going to change your profile picture. It's advisable you put an actual picture of yourself, but if you want to come off as a brand, it's okay. You can design a logo. It's very simple to make simple logos. I will show you also how you can make a simple logo, but for now, you want to fill in the details that do speak about you, and we'll come down your description. And description, really, you tell people who you are and what you're able to do. So if you want to start as an individual, this is where you start. Like, I am a maybe I'm maybe an experienced designer, maybe with 3 years of experience, yeah, something like that. And make it a little lively, make it a bit chilled, but somehow professional also. If you have issues kind of setting up your own description for your profile, it's simple. You can do this. You can come here, Fiverr, for example, in the kind of service that you want to offer. For example, let's say we're doing Photoshop editing. Let's say in Photoshop editing, and let's choose a profile of someone who is already doing something that we might be interested in. Let's choose this guy. So as you can see, he has his picture there. Sometimes people don't put their original pictures, which is fine. Like, no one is going to arrest you for that, but it's advisable you use a legitimate picture. So you come here, as you can see, description here. It says, hi, you introduce yourself, hi, your names. I am ambitious, creative, hardworking, blah blah blah. Okay, this is a bit basic, but you get the point. And once you set it up, it allows someone to know who they're dealing with, and they understand that it's a real person. And customers love connections, so they like to understand that they're connecting with you, and they love to understand the person they're working with is a real person. So set up the profile. Let me use a top-rated seller for an example. As you can see, it says, I am a graphics designer with 5 years of experience. I'm a Photoshop expert, website designer, blah, blah, blah. You can maybe copy this and tweak it a little. Don't just copy and paste. Tweak it a little, make it relevant to what you're doing. You come here to your profile, description here. Boom. You put it there. I'm a graphics designer. If you're into proofreading, maybe I am a seasoned editor with maybe blah 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 blah. You get the point. Then you update. After updating, you come change your picture here. You can do that. You can get a picture of yourself. If you do not have, maybe you can go to Google, get a random picture, but it's advisable you use a legitimate picture of yourself, because it's ethical. We're trying to build something long term here. We're not trying to scam people. So it's advisable you get a picture of yourself, a decent one, and you upload it. If you don't, you can maybe use a logo. It's fine. There are websites that you can use to get logos, free logos. For example, let me show you Devil Logo Maker. This is one website that I have seen that does legitimate stuff that you would love, and they offer free logos. So basically what you do is you load you fire up this website. It's called designevo.com. And as it loads, let me show you. Okay, here it is. So they have a bunch of logos, whichever logo that you want, it's up to you. So you can maybe, let me say you are in design, you search here on the left, and they'll bring you all the options that you want. See, there is these logos all over here. So it's up to you to choose which logos will work for you. Maybe let me say I like this. I say customize, and it will load the template, and I put in the names that I want. For example, my account has Alex Brent, so I'll leave that as is. I'll remove the slogan, simply press delete here. It goes. Maybe my favorite color maybe is what? You can choose a color. Double click on this, then you come here on the left background and maybe choose green or blue or black or whatever. Yeah, black looks nice, looks pro. Then download. Simple. See here, it says download a low resolution logo yeah, but it's fine. We don't need something high resolution. So you just simply sign up with your Google, then it will download to your PC, and then you're started. So you come over to Fiverr and upload it here, where you see profile picture here, updates. You can also write a small storyline, like maybe I'm passionate about design. Simple. Something like I am passionate about design, or whatever you're in, or about English, whatever you want. Just you put it there, just as a catchphrase, something simple. So all these make your profile more relatable when someone clicks on it. You understand? Yes. So that said, you update. Once all that is said, done, you have your description here, and you can link some of your social media profiles if you have, because it builds trust. Like I said, it's something that we're trying to do. You want to build trust. And if you really have a skill that you can offer and you're qualified, you can add it here. You say certification, your award, it might be a certificate in something, maybe graphics design or in grammar and something. There's so many places where you can get these documents like Udemy, um, so many, or edX, whatever. So set up your profile, let it look legitimate. Then we're going to go to the next step, which is how to create a new gig. So before we set up our first gig, it's important that you finish the whole profile setup process, because when you click on create new gig, they're going to lead you to a few. You click continue. A few you see up here a page where you need to complete your entire profile. For example, link your social media and add some professional information if any exists anyway. So like here, I said I'm using the names Alex Brent. Description is there. In case you know any other languages, it's important you can add them there, because sometimes you get clients who are not English. So you have to add the language there. In this case, maybe let me say Germany, Deutsch. If it's good, if it's conversational fluent, you put it there, updates, and it will go there. So you don't have to add any English, is fine in case you just want to put English, UK, or whichever professions, maybe basic or conversational, add. Then you say continue. Your occupation, you fill it in. In this case, maybe let's say we are in digital marketing. Any writing and translation doesn't really matter so much, but you can put in something more related to what you might be interested in doing, and the skills that you have. Just click any that are relevant to what you're doing: proofreading, source copy, and that's enough. And then skills, maybe you have proofreading. Proofreading, yeah, here it shows up, proofreading here, experience level, maybe intermediate, add. Yeah, so you can fill in your skills like proofreading, add a couple, maybe graphics design. There you go. Beginner, it doesn't matter, you can add it there. Then add some education if you have a diploma, a degree, or what. You can add it there. Yeah, maybe 2020. They're not going to ask for your qualifications, like really send us your certificate, nothing. Yeah, so put it there. You can add a few, like two or three. You can go to Udemy, get a small certificate in something like that, because Udemy things are like $5, $10. Get it, put it here. Maybe yes, certificate, because Fiverr wants to make the platform more authentic. Fiverr wants to make the platform more legitimate. So that's the idea. So they want people who really know what they're talking about. So you just go to Udemy, get one of those things just for safety, and also so that you have an idea of the field you're getting in, because we're getting in this thing to make money and legitimate money and offer people value. So the more skill that you have, the better the service that you offer. Yeah, so you certificate in something, maybe Adobe, yeah, maybe 2018, add it there. Then you can add a personal website, but this can be anything. You can go to create a Google Sheet, literally just go to Google, and type in Google Sheet. Oh, sorry, Google Document. Google Document. Google Document. Yeah, come here, Google Documents. Then once Google Documents open, just go to personal and yeah, you should create a blank document for yourself. Or if you have a CV, you put it there. So yeah, you should just, they say, something that speaks about you. If you have a CV and you can get a link of that CV, get it. If you just want to try to put your portfolio there, like maybe I have worked on the following projects, whatever, just type something brief, maybe just a paragraph, maybe one, designed blah 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 blah, 2 3 4 5. Yeah, then what you do, get the link of this thing, paste it there, boom, done, continue. And then you can link some of your social media, Facebook, Twitter, and all. Yeah, I'll not do that because I don't have Facebook and Twitter accounts for this thing. Yeah, so you do that. You just add Facebook. Facebook is enough, because for you to be able to finish your profile to set up your new gig, you need to have at least 65% up here of your profile that is complete. So you continue, and then you put in your phone number here because they want to verify that it is you. So don't set up fake accounts, please, because we want to make real money. So set up, put in your phone number, then you press continue. Once it's done at 65%, you see what is remaining is for you to confirm your phone number. You put it in there, and then your profile is complete. Once your profile is complete, then we can go over to create your first gig. Now that your profile is ready, set, there's a description, there's a profile picture, one that looks professional or one that looks like you are yourself. It's important. Your first step is now to set up your first gig, because the only way you'll be able to interact with the people that need your service is through your gig. Without your gig, there's no way people will reach you. So it's important. So how do we set up our gig? So we head over to Fiverr again, and this is our profile, remember? So I'll come here. It says it seems you don't have any active gig. Get selling. So create a new gig. And the gig is structured in such a way that you have the general overview, what someone sees when they come to your profile, which is what will you do for me. So it usually runs like this: I will. So Fiverr initially already inserts the I will for you, and it's up to you to insert what you will do after that. So I will do, or I will design your WhatsApp profile picture. Done. That's it, because people want to know what are you going to do for me. And categories, you can go to social media design, because that's where it's more relevant. When you go to logo and design, those logo design and then Photoshop editing, those categories are very competitive. So personally, I'll go for social media design. That's it. Then you can select a service in there. It can be posters, banners, thumbnails, headers, covers. Yeah, so it's up to you. So I can choose headers and covers, and then gig metadata. So this information is going to change based on the gig that you want to offer. Fiverr will suggest different things for you, so you keep working around it based on what interests you or what fits your purpose at that point. So select the platform which you create headers for. Maybe I'll create Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever. Click any that you need to. Then once that is done, then you select the tags. For example, Facebook fan page, Facebook account, banner, this Facebook. Let's see WhatsApp. Do they have WhatsApp? No, they don't have WhatsApp. They don't have WhatsApp. So that's an example. So you can go here and just call it a Facebook profile picture, but you get the point. So Facebook, let's see again, Facebook fan page. They need at least 5. So Facebook image, yes, then profile picture. Those are enough. Then you press save and continue. Then it will advise in case you can proceed. If you can't proceed, then they'll let you know. But yeah, usually it's simple, straightforward. So then you come here to the pricing. What is the pricing that you're offering? I would recommend that you offer a 3-level pricing, because it allows you to upsell or to scale how much you will charge someone for the service that you're offering. Later on in the video, I'm going to advise you on how best you can price and what price is better usually. But for now, just try it now. So they give you 3 options. They give you 3 options: your basic package, your standard, and premium. For example, in case maybe I need your service, maybe I need more of your service. For example, I'll call this maybe my starter pack. Then I'll call this my elite pack. Then I'll call this my enterprise pack. You can name it anything that shows this is getting bigger and bigger. So here you describe in a few words what you offer for this person. For example, I will proofread 100 words. Then here I will proof 200 words. You get the point. Just copy and paste this so that you don't have to repeat yourself too many times. We're in social media, whatever. Okay, you're in social media profile picture. I will design one profile picture. Then here I will design one profile picture and a cover photo. So you keep scaling the service so that it's worth the money that you're offering. Then here maybe you can add something else. I'll design a profile picture, a cover photo, and what else you can do, and maybe 5 posts, image posts, or 3 maybe, and maybe 3, so that you don't overwork yourself. 3 image posts. Then maybe how long does it take me to deliver, to do one piece of profile picture. Maybe it takes me a day or maybe 4 hours. So at least let me say maybe 2 hours, just in case I have delays. Then this maybe I'll double the time to maybe 5 days. Then this bigger package, I'll push it to maybe 10 days or 7, depending. Yeah, time really doesn't matter as long as you're giving a good service. So these you can leave empty. Yeah, this you can leave empty. Maybe for the premium package, what you can say, for example, I'll give you the source file. Like source file is what I've used to design. So Fiverr will keep suggesting new things based on the gig that you're designing. They'll, for example, if you're proofreading, they'll not say matching profile picture. They won't, because it's not relevant. So there's AI at work. So you can say, for example, for this initial pack, I'll have one revision. Then this person, I'll give them two. Then this one, I'll say maybe three, so that it's worth the money. And usually when you're starting out, it's $5 for the small pack. You can increase the money, but yeah, as I'll share later, you know why it's advisable you start with 5. Then this one, maybe you say 10. Then this you say maybe 15. And then you will add extras maybe with time, but for now you may not have the time. Then save and continue. And then here is where you describe your gig now, because when you go to Fiverr, when someone visits your profile, let me give you an example. They'll come to Fiverr and maybe click on a service. For example, I'll design a clickbait thumbnail. So these are the different categories that you're seeing in the back end that we're working on: basic, standard, premium. And you see what they're offering: one thumbnail for basic, 3 thumbnails for standard, and then premium maybe 10 for whichever price. So this is your description right here that we want to work on right now. See this? So usually in the beginning, because you don't have so many words, I would recommend simply copy and paste from someone else and edit. It's okay. Don't just copy and paste and don't change. Copy and paste and edit. For example, we'll copy, come here and paste it there. So then add in the details that you want to add in and make it relevant to the gig that you're offering. Once that is done, you can add FAQs if you want, but it doesn't matter. Then save and continue. Remember, you should always edit these things. Don't just copy and paste. So now, when someone clicks on your gig here and they say continue, after they've made the payment, Fiverr is going to ask them to provide material for you to use to work on their offer. So here you ask questions. For example, you insert your questions in your gig, like please be polite, please attach your sample image. And then if you need them to attach an image, you can come here and say attachment. If you just need them to maybe for example, in this case, we may just need a sample image or whatever you might need, then say add. If you want to ask another question, in this case, maybe which is text, like share your social media or Facebook profile for us to know what it is about. Then you can leave this as free text, because here you don't need an attachment. You need just free text. Someone will just copy and paste the link there and then say add. So you can have as many questions as you might require for you to start to work on the gig. And say save and continue. So once that is done, now we get to the final step. The final step is for you to attach these images. Let's go back. Because this is what your client will see. This is what your first customer will see, and it needs to be very eye-catching. That's where your click-through rate either increases or decreases. So you need to make it as catchy as possible. What software do I use? I use a software on Google called Canva. So you can go to Google, type in Canva, and from this slide, you'll see the link. You just type in canva.com and then you sign up. When you sign up, it will open the back end of Canva. It looks something like this. See this? So what usually I use is, for example, YouTube thumbnail. It usually has the dimensions that I need. And you can come here and pick a template that you know is relevant to what we want to do. For example, if whatever suits you, just pick any. Just pick any without fail. So maybe we want to work with this. So you come to Canva and then type in a we remove or we design a profile pictures we'll reduce it in size to about, let's say, 80 so that it fits. You can push this up, this can go up here. Remember, this is a step by step. You can fast track the video if you need to, but I wanted to show you everything because people simply talk about these things and they don't let you know what exactly needs to be done, what work is involved in making this work. So I want to show you that so that you get as much value from this video as possible. So we design profile pictures. You can copy this simply by right clicking, and then I think it's just click on it, this, yes, control if you're using PC, control C, and then control V to paste again. So we move this to maybe here. We can delete this too. Yeah, we design profile pictures in 24 hours. Yeah, whatever suits you, just design something, then maybe change this to no background probably. Let me see, can we, so if you're trying to remove color maybe and we can't see it, probably you can as well just delete it by clicking on the top right here, delete element, see, delete element, boom. Click on the borders there, delete element. Yeah, so then we leave it like this. We delete we design profile pictures in, maybe make this red or blue. Let me see what blue looks like. No, it doesn't stand out. We need a color that stands out. Let's change this to, maybe we want Facebook, so we'll make it blue since we're working with Facebook. Facebook blue, that one. And which color? Let me see. Remove this. How do we remove this? So we can change this. We can change this. For example, it has a hue to eat different colors. I prefer it in one blue color, so we can delete it and insert another one. You come here to elements and you move it again somewhere like here. You move it. It allows you to rotate it. Where is the rotation? Here down. So you see, you can rotate it as you wish so that it fits what your purpose. So what we're trying to do is to make sure your profile looks very professional, and we put it in the colors that we would like. Let me see, for example, I want them in Facebook blue there. So boom, we're good. So we can change this to white so that it stands out, then this also in white, then this may be in black. See, now that looks very stunning, very stunning. So what we do here is we download it. It's coming. Yeah, there, download. Then we go back to Fiverr and come here, browse, see. Then we go to downloads where it is, then open, put it there. So the first image that you like to appear is what you put here, because that's the first image someone will look at, and we want something that is eye-catching. So you can tweak it as you see fit, and then you add another image. So you're allowed to add at least 3 images, and if possible you add a video. Usually videos increase your conversion because people think you're more serious, you're serious, you're a very professional person, so you can add it. But if you don't have it, it's fine. But still, Canva can help you make videos. If you go here, home, you see here videos, Facebook video, any video can work, but it gives you an idea. So there are different templates over 5-second videos that you can add just at the surface or on the surface there. You can use this template, maybe this or this, maybe at this looks fine, and you put it there. You change it as you see fit, it's up to you. So the same thing that you do, then you download it, then you add it to your Fiverr gig here, but it's not a must. So you can add as many images as you like, but I prefer to just initially, in case you don't have, just put the images, the 3 images that you see here. The video, you can add it later because there's an option for video here on top. You can add it there. So then you save and continue. Confirm that you've read, save and continue. And once that's done, your gig is live, and you can copy this link, share it on Facebook, anywhere. And in the next video, I want to show you how you can promote your gig to make sure you get your first sales. It is very important. Many people have gigs, but they have no sales at all, completely. So stick with me till the end, and you'll get to know exactly what you can do to get your first sales. So like I told you, I started out during COVID-19, and that's when I got into Fiverr around March. I was patient, and I didn't know some of the things I'm teaching you. So it usually took me like 3 months from March, April, May, June, July, 4 months before I could see my very first order. 4 months. But now that I've shared with you some of these tricks and tactics, and the others that I'll share with you as we move on, you'll be able to cut your period, your learning curve. You'll be able to do things faster and more efficiently, and you'll be able to see your first order, preferably even before the end of the first month. Yeah, so I just had to throw that in for you so that you're motivated to get going. So for those that have made it this far in the video, I want to share with you how you can actually set up 2 free gigs that you can use to start to make money today without any experience. And those 2 gigs I can share with you right now are 2. 1, to remove backgrounds. 2 is to colorize black and white photos. It seems like something very straightforward and basic, but people pay money to get this done. Like seriously, let's head over to Fiverr and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's say remove background from image. See, people are removing backgrounds from images. People usually pay to get their images have no background. They do it. So if it's something that you're looking to do, you can also do it. You can see these our cover images for what we're trying to do. So make sure it's relevant to what you're trying to do. And as you noticed here, people who are trying to remove backgrounds from images, they also present that as their first image, so that when people see it, they actually know this person knows what they're talking about. So as you can see, people are paying. This person has 800 orders that have reviewed their service for simply removing background. This person has 400 orders. There are literally people doing that. 300 orders, 400 orders, 500 orders, and the list goes on and on and on. So you're wondering, where can I do this from? There's a website. You copy this link, I'll put it in the description. Remove background or remove BG, and when you go to that website, it looks something like this. Remove BG. So all you have to do is simply upload an image. I'll pick one of this baby. Looks lovely. And then once you've uploaded it, it does the rest of the work automatically. Done. All you have to do now is download it. Boom, new image. And once the customer places an order like that on your gig, all you do is simply come to this website, do that in just a minute. You've earned $5. Done, dusted. No hassle, no sweat broken. The next gig that you can set up is to colorize your colorize black and white photos. It's also a microsecond gig. After you set it up in Fiverr, you come to that website, this website, which is Playback FM stroke colorize photo, and I'll show it to you here. And then you come here. It's what it looks like. So you come and then upload photo here in black and white. Open. Then it does the work for you. Like no sweat broken. No sweat broken. Can you imagine this? Simply move, swipe to the left, to the right, download color image. Done. Save. And if you think I'm kidding, let me show you. Colorize black and white photo. These are things that people are doing on Fiverr for 10 bucks. See, 10 bucks. 21 reviews, 32 reviews, 42 reviews. You're kidding me. 50 reviews. Simply doing that in, I don't know, in a second. We haven't even done anything. We have finished, done the work, and it's done, dusted. So for those that are stuck up to this end, that's one of the bonuses I want to give you. And as you see, it's free value for you. Nothing, no sweat broken. I'm going to be giving the last bonus towards the end or in between there for you to be able to know exactly how to move forward. So the next thing I want to share with you is how do you promote your Fiverr gigs, because it's one thing to have a gig and you believe in it and all, but it's another thing also to have sales with that gig, because people set up gigs for an entire year. My first time on Fiverr, I was there for an entire year and I had no single sale completely. So what can you do to make sure that your gig at least gets the first impressions, clicks, or maybe a sale? That's what we're going to talk about next. So the places you can go to: firstly, are Facebook groups; 2, family; 3, friends; 4, Fiverr. So it depends on who you are. If you're an outgoing person, these 2 options will work for you: your friends and family. You can talk to them like, hey, I saw this picture of mom and dad when they were old. Can I do it for you? And you pay me. And of course, people will have $5 to pay you. You give them your Fiverr link and they pay you. You do it for them and give it to them again in color. They'll be so amazed. They think you're a genius. It's very basic. Then if you don't mind using your Facebook profile to join so many groups, you can do that also. Join so many Facebook groups and share your link there, letting people know relevant Facebook groups, not just any group. Groups where people are looking for such a service. And then finally, because these options are all free, the first 3, this final one for Fiverr is paid. You have to pay, but it's more money. People do this work for you, and you don't have to join Facebook groups. You don't have to talk to your family and nag them and become a burden. It's completely doable by someone else. So all you do is come to Fiverr and type in Fiverr gig promotion, and you can look for any person that interests you. Go through their profiles. I see $5. Typically, I would not pay more than $10. So look for someone that interests you. This person looks like they have some nice reviews going on, 300. Click on them, and then yeah, you can see includes random footage and background. I'll create awesome gig videos. Yeah, in case you wanted videos, this guy also creates videos. He doesn't unfortunately promote. Let's go back. I'll do marketing and promote your Fiverr gig. So you choose any here, and then you contact them. When you contact them, they will let you know, and then you can promote your gig from there. It enables you to get the first impressions, at least people to see your gig, and as many people that see your gig, that's your chance of actually being able to break a sale, because Everyone tells you create gigs, but no one tells you how do you actually get your sale done. And that is how actually I got my first impressions. I couldn't share on Facebook because I'm a bit of a private person. I could also not tell my family and friends because I was scared they might laugh at me like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing on Fiverr? So what I did, I got about $10 and then I contacted someone on Fiverr. I still have their contacts. They are good, but right now they're slightly expensive. I think they're about $30 for you to for them to promote your gig for about 2 or 3 days, I think, but which is worthwhile. Yeah, but you can still contact those guys on Fiverr there, and then they will do the work for you. So once that is done, you have the impressions that you need. The next thing is maybe you get your first customer, and the easiest way to get your first customer if you don't go through Fiverr, is talk to your family about what you're doing. Excuse me. Talk to your family about what you're doing, and if you can, because the Fiverr algorithm works this way. If you can get your first sale, trust me, it will send you another person because it thinks this person's gig is actually something interesting. So the trick is get your first sale. And the best thing usually is talk to your family. Don't rig the system by saying, please just buy my gig. It's unethical. We're building something professional here. Offer your service. If someone picks interest, that's your breakthrough. But the first thing is get your first sale. But once you get your first sale, what's more important is how do you keep these people coming back? Because they'll come back again. That's our next chapter. And how do we get repeat customers? Repeat customers, you can get them by offering these four things, and these are very very important. If you miss these, you will lose out on Fiverr, like you will not stay. First and foremost, offer extras. Like if someone right here, for example, as we saw, um let's go back to remove background from image. If for example everyone here says they'll remove background from image professionally. You see these guys, I remove background from your photos. This guy, in order to be more extra, he says, I'll do it under 1 hour. This guy says, I'll do it under 2 hours. So whoever offers the service that offers extras gets the customer. So remember to always offer extras. Don't just do the basic minimum that everyone is doing. No, offer extras. That's where you get people coming back to you. So offer extras. If someone is doing one image, say I remove backgrounds, a background for maybe 2 images, offer extras because you're just starting out. So it's important for you to be able to go above everyone else who has been in the game. Then two, be very polite and patient. Sometimes you'll find customers are very disturbing, nagging, annoying. Be patient, be polite. And the way I deal with them is I literally write as if I'm writing an email, like maybe, hey Paul, please find attached maybe a sample of the work that I've done below. Regards, then my name. And yeah, I want to keep it professional because we're building a professional brand. Then thirdly, do exceptional work. Don't do sloppy work because people don't come back to someone who does sloppy work. People don't need that. Like they have a lot of that going on already. So they're paying you to do something that is exceptional. Also remember to deliver on time because if you don't deliver on time, Fiverr will notify you. You will see it somewhere. Let me show you something like let me show you something here that looks like exactly. You see something like this. You see something like this, and every time you deliver an order late, it cuts down on your rankings. Every time you deliver an order late, it cuts down on your rankings. So once you get an order, you will see this coming through. They will tell you how many days you have left based on the timing that you set in your gig description. So this is what happens, and make sure you deliver on time or even before time. It's very very essential. The moment you deliver late, your rankings are going to start to fall and your gig is no longer going to be on the first page. Then also people are going to be sending you messages maybe to inquire like, hey, you said you can remove backgrounds on images. This is the kind of image I have, can you help me? So it's essential you respond at least in less than an hour, tops in less than an hour. It's very 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 essential. So if you've made it this far in the video, I would like to share a few final tips with you of some things that you should watch out because Fiverr is a very sensitive platform. They'll issue like one warning or two maximum, and then they'll ban you. And sometimes even the funding, even the money that you have there, they will not give it to you. So it's essential to watch out for some things. And what are these things as I finalize? So people usually talk about Fiverr, and as you've noticed in this step-by-step guide, I've been able to discuss in detail some of the things that you can do. What do I advise you to do when you're starting? Make sure you start cheap. There are people who will come here and they'll charge you about they'll be charging about $10 for the same task that you're doing 30. Don't start with 30. That's a lie, because you have no clients so far. Like for example, this guy, he has no clients, but he's charging 10. But if I have a guy who is charging $5 and they have 800 reviews, why would I pay you $10 to do this kind of work? I can't. So start cheap. $5. $5. And as I said up here, offer extras so that you're able to stand out. Two, please be patient. Be very patient. Sometimes it can take a month or more for you to get your first order. In reality, it took me about a month and a few days for my first order to come in organically. I couldn't talk to my family or anyone. I'd also done the Fiverr promotion and all. Yeah, but no order was coming through. I was even getting disappointed and depressed and thinking this is a lie, it doesn't work. But eventually when that first order hit, I was like, wow, this is so nice. I think I took a screenshot. I don't know why I put it, but I took a screenshot. Yeah. And when your first order comes in like this is another thing I want to advise you. Never pause your gig if it's performing well. Because the moment you pause it like this, the Fiverr algorithm will drop it down and you'll never see any orders, I think, in the next, I don't know how many months also, or even never. So it's important, don't pause any gigs unless you really want to go out of that gig forever. Very important. Don't, because I reached a point where I had so many orders in one day, I couldn't handle them. So I paused the gig. And it took me about 2 months for me to ever get back another order again. So don't ever get to that temptation when you're on Fiverr. Then two, or four, five, finally, don't think all gigs work for you. In the beginning, they allow you to set up about 7 gigs, but usually not all the 7 gigs will work. Sometimes you have one. I had about 4 gigs in the beginning. I didn't have that many gigs, but only two really worked for me. Only two worked. So I advise don't lose faith in case all your gigs are not working out. You just need 1 gig and you make money from that gig. Also, don't try to be so creative. It doesn't. So okay, it's nice to be creative, but don't think of a service that doesn't exist. Like I'll send you to Mars. Nah, people don't need to go to Mars via Fiverr. They're fine with you removing the background of the images. It's okay. Just do what has already been done. Just improve it a little to make it stand out. And then the other thing that people don't tell you is when you see this, you think it's $5, but in reality, you're going to get $3 because Fiverr has a 20% commission. Here, instead of 10, 20% is 2. You'll get $8 out of the 10. Yeah. So that's another reality that you might not know or you thought. So what people usually do, they come here, they tell you, see, he has 191 reviews. So they simply multiply 15 by 191. They tell you how much money he makes. No, he doesn't make exactly that. He makes less than that because some of that money goes to Fiverr. 20% of it goes to Fiverr. And if you're using things like PayPal, usually that money also gets cut again. So it's important for you to know that and you have your expectations in check. Then finally, it's also important for me to mention that your Fiverr money does not clear that day the customer accepts your order, your delivery. No, it takes about 2 weeks for average sellers. Until you become a top-rated seller, usually it takes about 2 weeks for your money to clear once it hits your Fiverr account. It takes about 2 weeks to clear. And once the 2 weeks elapse, then you'll be able to see that you know what, you have this much money on your account. And for those that have reached this for maybe just for motivational purposes, I can share with you where. And this is my account. So roughly right now I have about I've made about 6,000 US dollars, and I've withdrawn about 5,000 of that. I've used about the rest to pay for some other services that I need as a person. But so far, pending clearance is about 600, and it's coming through. And there's about 20 I can withdraw, but I don't want to withdraw it. And the gigs already, I mean, orders that are running of about $200 right now in my orders. And yeah, so it's possible you can make the money. You see, all these funds, they're waiting to be cleared. All this. I had orders for about 160, 160, 64. I've built my portfolio, so now I can charge higher prices. And if there's something that you might want to learn that is more than this, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be able to attend to it. But for now, thank you for holding up till this far. And yeah, peace out.